guys, Mark DeRosa here. Welcome to the show.
One shot is never enough. I just wait for this to go into circles. And the distance of my room is anything so necessary. I was thinking about that thing that you said last night. So boring. That's okay. I'm dancing on a moonbeam. On and on and on and on and on. Looking for rocket, that's what I know. That's what I know. Looking for rocket. Juliet, looking for rocket. The last thing I know.
Time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Field. Tonight, it's an in-division matchup from the AL West between the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. It's Rangers baseball next. Catfish Hunter, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
First delivery to him. Ronald Acuna stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Fouled off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Now a swinging bunt. The next 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Acuna retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Standing in now, number 19. To the left side, but it's well foul. The average is at 308 entering play. 9 homers and 17 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Low with a fastball here in the dirty. It's ball 1. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right now.
And there's that number 2. And with a shot of the Athletic starting lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10. And I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of it in. Very dangerous right now.
And it's fouled away. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Another one sent foul. Now a ball rolled softly to second. Barehanded at his knees. What a play. 1-2-3 go the A's. A's 0. Rangers coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Steven Strasburg gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And Warner Garcia is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
0-2 once more.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Matt, I can't wait to see what David Dahl has in store. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
John Olerud comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the three-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
One out and the runner on third. That one's in there, 3-1.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infield. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed rating.
And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away. Now at the plate, Fred McGriff, who went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And he takes a cold strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And he fouls this one off. 1-2, here it comes. Hot shot on the ground to short. And that is a base hit. The runner came in to score from third, and the Rangers will take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. When you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
That is good.
Now it'll be Steve Finley, and a great chance for the Rangers to add on in just the first inning. A ball and no strikes.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. Designated hitter Matt Chapman. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the AB now. Softly hit here to the left side. And 1 gone.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 3 homers and 6 RBIs.
Outside, that's a
Ball
ball.
and a strike. Jackson is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that
1 ball,
base
2
runners
strikes,
and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Batting 5th, the right fielder, number 99.
Next to hit, Aaron Judge. As we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Upstairs.
Ball 1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Minoso able to track it down for the third out. A's are gone in order. They're down 1-0. The batter will be Josh Young. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball one. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the left fielder on the warning track. He makes the catch.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull in the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
The batter will be Shed Long Jr. Lifted the other way to left center. Acuna giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So the bases are empty with two gone now. And that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Number 19 is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We've played 2 full. It's the Rangers 1 and the A's nothing. Now to the plate, here is Chipper Jones. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Pitch on the way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Dahl, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting it, the catcher, number 8, Gary.
Next to stand in is Gary Carter. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And up next to Berkeley area native Marcus Semien. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Fouled away. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Now another 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, Dero. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
Here's the first pitch. Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 201 in his career. And the A's have grabbed a 2-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And now, number 19.
Number 19.
The swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Posey's got it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 2-1 A's. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Minnie Minoso. He doubled his last time up. From the stretch. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Two 2-0 the count to the Rangers left fielder.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Too high. And it's 3-0. Eduardo Garcia is on deck. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. Next, here is Eduardo Garcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A high strike there, 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Minoso gets his lead at first, nobody out. Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop. 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late for the curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
The 0-1 pitch.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
2-strike pitch from Strasburg. On the ground to the left side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, Dero. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
To the plate now, Fred McGriff. No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1. well above the letters with the fastball that time. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Into the corner and slicing foul. Popped him up. Brett in foul ground. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right field.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-up. Well-executed pitch there.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Oh, that's
outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind at 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Line to the right side. This will get fouled. 2-1. Fastball well outside.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
That pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Strasburg comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Steve Finley is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here's the 1-2. Grounded to first. And he goes down to the knee, but that's by him, a base hit. 1 run is scored. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Plate, George Brett. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Brett behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And this is swung on and missed in this 4th inning. Will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout. And there's 1 away. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Hit it hard when lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitch his 2nd time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Ready now is Reggie Jackson. An attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Raging back is Dahl. A leap, but it's off his glove. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he is into 3rd with a 2-out triple.
He gave it all he had out there in right field, but he just couldn't quite catch up with it. I like the effort with the leap, but once it got down, he was off to the races and into 3rd.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. A dive, but it's off his glove. And that'll score the runner from 3rd as they seize control here 3-2. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The A's lead it 3-2. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And the next to bat will be Josh Young. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, just when you like to get one of those shutdown innings, the leadoff guy ends up reaching base right now, and you're looking for that 1-2 inning. Now you have to pitch out of the stretch.
Yeah, I can't tell you how that lights up an offensive dugout right there, getting that leadoff guy on. So many options, puts the pitcher on the defensive and in the stretch.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And there's ball 2 now. Now the 2-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's Buster Posey now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his own, he's getting the barrel through. He's been hot lately.
Diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here. That ball fell in the hole.
And that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not. And now we've got a couple of guys on.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. Stepping in now, Eduardo Garcia. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Acuna is there. Let's see if they test it. And both runners have to hold where they are, so call it a missed opportunity with 2 gone now. So 2 on with 2 away, and that will bring in John Olerud. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can hit.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 5-3 game.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Into the box, Fred McGriff. And he takes ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. High and deep to center field. Acuna going back. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Texas is out in front, 5-3. Now to bat, Chipper Jones. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Heading out towards shallow right. Waiting on it is Dahl. Makes the play, one away. And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Fouled off. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. A ball that's tearing. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The bat, number 11.
So next to bat will be Marcus Semien. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Swinging a ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Full count, here it comes. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. The A's strand 1. They're still down 5-3. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, David Dahl. First pitch on the way.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back on it is the left fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 12, Steve Finley.
Up next for the Rangers, Steve Finley, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Lifted in the air to center. Acuña's there for it. 2 gone.
third baseman, Young.
And now Josh Young singled in his last at bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
One of the big keys to pitching well is getting ahead early on, and it's been far from that for this guy so far. Less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Strasburg comes set. Here it comes.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1-2-3 go the Rangers, and it remains 5-3. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
That evens it up 1-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Posey gathers it. Throw down to first, 1 away. So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer, George Brett. First pitch of the AB on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
1 out, nobody on. Up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, you think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. Lifted down the line in left. Poor base running there. Got him caught the hot box between first and second. And will make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
Into the box now, Reggie Jackson. On the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Brett over at second. Chapman at first, 1 gone. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curve.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Gone after 5 1/3 here as he never really found his groove in this one. Here's big Aaron Judge. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Next, it'll be Chipper Jones. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 is taken for a strike. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And he fouls this one off. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the A's 6 and the Rangers 5. Digging in will be Shedlong Jr. He'll start things out for the Rangers in their half of the 6th. Set. Here it comes. Drilled to the right side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up. And now a possible tying run is in scoring position at second. So stepping in is Minnie Minoso, trying here to plate the tying run from second. He's set and the pitch.
1-0.
1-0 home.
2 balls, no strikes.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2 balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter. As has a look, now the pitch. Runner at second here with one man out. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And now in the box, Eduardo Garcia. Potential tying run for him at third base. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Short, hit hard. Over to first, and that retires the side. Rangers lead 1. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi. So here is Gary Carter, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Now the first pitch. Hey now.
Ball 1, no
Most
strike.
good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The bat, number 11. Shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Stepping up is Marcus Semien. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
0-2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Dahl's in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna.
Ronald Acuna will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at this 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Down 1-1.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. One and two.
I got the count 1-2.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Minoso is under this one. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the A's. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Last half of the 7th here, and next to bat will be the first baseman, John Olerud. Get the middle and in for a base hit. Again, it seems like they've had his number all game long.
They've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. When you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
Dero, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Number 55.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Dahl is a .270 hitter. A respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
One there on the first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged a bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
No balls and one strike. 0-1, here it comes. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In comes the runner from third, and this ballgame is tied here in the 7th.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
So now to the plate, Josh Young.
Count 1-0.
He'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The batter, number 4.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And that'll bring up Shed Long Jr. So take a look at ball 1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. Phil Bickford has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And now here is number 19, Pitch on the way. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And it's now a one-run ball game.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
And now George Brett. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Standing in now, Matt Chapman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Last time through was a base hit. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Swing and misses. They got him with the slider there, 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Reggie Jackson will stride in one more time as we flash you back to earlier. This was a big blow right here as he leaves the yard with plenty to spare.
1-0.
As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the A's 7 and the Rangers 6. Stepping in, Buster Posey, who dropped a sacrifice bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Bruce Sutter enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out. Here's the first pitch. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And there's a base hit. So there you go. The possible tying run aboard here to kick off the home half of the 8th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Minnie Minoso stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know. Everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
Judge will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. First pitch on the way. Eduardo Garcia is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 9.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in John Olerud. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Posey leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Here's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now that's popped up. Brett has room in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Texas. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. So now into the box is Aaron Judge. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
Reined in, and they will get... No, he's in there. A very close play at first.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls, you can hit till your hands bleed, but if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
The 0-1 pitch.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard, and if you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And look out, as that one ran in and got him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Next up for the A's, Gary Carter. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
None out, runners at first and second. And he lays off for ball 1. Double play. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next to Berkeley area native Marcus Semien. From the stretch.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Swung on and missed.
I got the count 0-2.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Scooped up. Over the short way to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Nothing to add here in the Oakland ninth. Last chance time for the Rangers. They'll need one to tie. It's a 7-6 ball game. Dennis Eckersley comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 43, Dennis Eckersley.
Now is the designated hitter, Fred McGriff. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Great job of doubling up with the fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And through into left field, so the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Out in front of it, strike 1. McGriff aboard here at first with nobody out. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. To second for 1. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out. So next to hit is Steve Finley. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Judge is going back, and he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
The tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Athletics came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Taylor Rogers claims the win out of the pen, his first. Dennis Eckersley earns the save out of the bullpen, his 11th of the campaign. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting in the AL West, the A's combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington, 7-6. Jose Urquidy was untouchable on the mound, crafting an amazing no-hit performance as the Astros bested the Twins 7-0. The Blue Jays allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 5-2. The Royals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they sank the Mariners 10-2. The New York Yankees grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 7-6. The Tampa Bay Rays combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 3-0. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The St. Louis Cardinals combined for over a mind-boggling 20 hits as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 16-2. The Indians launched 3 home runs as they were able to get the walk-off victory against the Tigers 6-5.
That's you with that big Benz, That's you that can't keep over, cause you keep yelling the friends, You gotta go to court, You got service subpoena for child support, That was that nerve, You ain't even get a chance to say a word, I know I ain't tripping, don't your brother got them words, You ready to bust somebody, You ain't scared, You know how to play it, I know you ain't gonna let somebody come and punk you, Stand in front you, Straight up run you, You know who got that fight, You know how to use a triple beam, It ain't hard as it seems, You keep your body clean, You got a lot of your bold jeans, Some of your partners, You don't really want to mess with them clowns, You come up with them clowns, You stuck with them clowns, You a big chaser, you got your block on the side, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, it is something, you a big chaser. You got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, it is something. You can't do nothing but love, friend.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Field. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Alec Hansen, a native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
So here is Ronald Acuna. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Oakland, the center fielder, Ronald Acuna
First offering. Slow little roller to third. He's got to hurry. And the throw to first is in time. One down. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Hero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him. And when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game. And if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out. This guy's going to do some major damage.
At the plate now, George Brett. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Brett, a former member of the Washington Nationals, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times, his zone can be a little wider, then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away.
And that is off the first base bag. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And they won't get it out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. 264 is average entering play. 13 home runs and 29 driven in. Bounce it to the left side. He's right there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in next, Reggie Jackson. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
The set and the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was there.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Home half of the first coming up from Arlington. And Oakland has claimed the early 1-0 lead. Jacob deGrom is on the mound for game 2. And please, Zach, what do you got?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, It certainly works.
Now to the plate, Minnie Minoso. It lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. This guy is a member of the 500 home run club. Now, that club isn't as exclusive as it used to be, but that's a lot of dingers. Appreciate this guy. It's going to be fun to watch him hit. He's one of the all-time greats.
Into the box, Eduardo Garcia. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Rangers have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Send it out of here in a hurry.
The batter will be John Olerud.
The first baseman.
As they look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. You see the average starting play at .318. 7 homers, and he's driven in 24. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Simeon takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Fred.
Striding forward now is the DH, Fred McGriff. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the AB on its way.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second, all even at 1 apiece. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. First pitch on the way. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 7. The first baseman.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at outfielder David Dahl. Another guy who profiles not only in center field but can cover both corners. Speed is his game, and he's only going to continue to get better.
Jason Giambi is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. Coming in is Dahl. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A's are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Into the box, David Dahl set to lead off the home half of the second.
David Dahl.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Ripped down the first base line, and he'll take it to the bag himself to the out.
That is good. The center field.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Carter is there. Two gone.
That is better. The third baseman.
Next to hit is Josh Young. And now the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw on to Jambi, takes care of him, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. We've played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1.
There's a strange wind blowing.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Marcus Semien is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
The 2-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline than that. You're going to count your favorite. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Oh, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
1-1.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an oar. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Next up is number 19. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
And the slider bounces, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
At the plate, George Brett, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's located and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A 1-2 pitch.
I got the count. 2-2.
Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Oakland. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game.
We're back now as the Rangers line up ready for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts, so that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up Shed Long Jr. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
But an atom ball right to him for the first down.
Batting done. The catcher, Buster Posey.
Next up, Buster Posey. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
And it's fouled away. And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. He's right on the money, as it usually is on a great throw by Carter.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Roll. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Hit on the ground out for short. Simeon's there. Throw the second for the force out, and the side is retired. Rangers leave 1. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Chapman, grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB on its way. What a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1 and 2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
So now to the plate, Reggie Jackson. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches to strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0. There's a slider that backs up for a ball.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
And 3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And he fouls this one off. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the left fielder. And they take the lead. It's gone. All rise, Aaron Judge. A 2-run shot. Number 11 for him on the season. And it's given the A's a 3-1 lead.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Stepping in now, Jason Giambi. And she'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Fouled away. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On the first, and Giambi hits it right into the shift that time. 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
He'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Waiting on it is Dahl. And that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-1 Oakland. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in John Olerud.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
Here's the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Chopped weakly to the left. Hit on the ground for Simeon. It's short. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Couldn't have been much closer at first, and as show track will demonstrate for us, it took a throw of over 90 miles an hour just to beat the hustling runner. Really an amazing show of arm strength on that play. Into the box now, Fred McGriff. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 21, David Dahl.
So 2 out, nobody on. And into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. First offering on its way.
Hey! Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind.
Why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1 and 2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Standing in now, Steve Finley. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. So 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And another foul ball.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound has completely changed during this at-bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses them.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's pitch out.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And this was sinking on him at the end, but he's able to hang with it, and the inning is over. Rangers leave a pair. Score holds. It's 3-1. All ready to go in the top of the fifth.